Hey everybody, I have a couple oracle readings for you, and I'm going to read them to you, the left one and then the second one to the right in order. And I'm going to actually use the guidebook this time. It's called the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. So it's really awesome guidebook. The first card that came out that I shuffled for you guys, it says, "Speaking up. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth." And then the second card that came up was authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. So I'm going to first read the speaking up card here about your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. Okay, it says, are your words scripted? Do you only say what you think others want you to hear? Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak up. Speaking up. You have something important to say that needs to be heard. This situation cannot get better if you are holding back your truth. And your truth is more than just your words. How do you compare yourself, or how do you compromise yourself? Do you deny what you feel? Agree to do things that you don't enjoy? Or agree with someone in order to just keep the peace? This card shows up to tell you that in some ways you have no voice. Your opinions, beliefs, and ways of doing things are taking a back seat to everyone else's. It's time to pay attention to how you are communicating with others. Allow yourself to honor your inner truth and set your intention to communicate with your inner truth in a loving, transparent way. This card could also indicate that you've been conditioned to keep your opinions to yourself. But your opinions matter. Speak up as the situation calls for it. When you do, you will have a renewed sense of self, and you may even open doors that were previously closed to you. And the intuitive life coaching question to this card says, is there something on your mind that you are not communicating? The second question is, do you feel that you are compromising yourself in some way? So I know there's areas of my own life that this speaks to me too. I know I'm working on speaking up also in my videos online, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, or even on my Facebook channel. So I just want to encourage you guys to keep on communicating your truth, speaking up what is in your heart, the messages that you're just really wanting to speak out. And whatever your truth is, it could even be a story about yourself, something about your life that you want to share, but you, out of fear, don't do it because you don't want to be vulnerable with people. You don't want them to see the real you, maybe out of fear, or just caring too much about what others think about you and their opinions. But like it says, it's, this card is indicating that you maybe have also been conditioned to keep your opinions to yourself, but your opinions do matter. So as the situation calls for it, speak up, you guys. And like it says, when you do, you will have a renewed sense of self, and you may even open doors that were previously closed to you just by speaking up. So we'll move to the second card here, the authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. And the guidebook says, your soul is whispering softly to you at all times, but you cannot hear it if you are not making a dedicated effort to check in and align with your inner self. With this card, you are being asked to take a necessary time out to listen to the needs of your soul. Are you living your life in alignment with your authentic self? Or are you living your life based on what other people think you should do? To live a life of authentic alignment means you're following your inner compass. Stop making decisions and choices that are not honoring your integrity and your truth. When you follow your inner compass, you will show up in a way that feels genuine and makes you feel alive. Often in life, we find ourselves going along with what everyone else expects or needs from us, rather than prioritizing what is best for ourselves. To find your unique path and voice, get quiet, go into a meditative state, and ask your soul to gently guide you into step with the harmonious rhythm of your authentic self, your true self. Your true self. If you were fully living your life for you and not for others, what would you do differently? When you stay true to who you really are, your life will start to shift, making way for new opportunities and miracles to happen. That's true. I'm seeing that starting to happen in my life now that I've been really opening up myself authentically and my authentic self for the last year or so. And it started out with just more so on my Facebook page, but it was a start for me. And wherever you feel like would be a start for you, that you feel like maybe you could at least step out of your comfort zone a little bit and start expressing your authentic self. So the questions in the guidebook after this one, I'm having deja vu right now. That's cool. Anyways, your intuitive life coaching questions are, to this card, how can you show up in the world in a way that is true to you? That's a good question. If you were living your life in accordance with your authentic self, what would your life look like? How would you want your life to look like, you guys, if you were just totally free to really be yourself with no walls up, totally just uninhibited, total freedom, not giving a damn what anybody else says or thinks about you? What would your life look like? What would it look like, you guys? I've asked myself this, and I've been stepping out my comfort zone, stepping out of the boat, and trying to become the person that I see myself as, the person I want to be. And I know you guys can do it too. It's just a process, but you got to keep taking the steps. And sometimes you gotta do things afraid. People let fear stop them from doing things, even being their authentic self, or expressing or from expressing their authentic self. And it's really not fair to you. It's not. You guys need to express your true authentic self so people can know also too who you are and what you're about. That also helps weed out the people who are not a part of your tribe, who are not a part of who are probably not meant to be a part of your life. That way you'll know who's meant to be in your life and who's not too, by being your authentic self. So the second question to the intuitive life coaching questions is, after that, in what ways is the similar to and or different from the way your life looks like now? I guess I should read that all together. Let me reread it. So it's one big long question, I realize. If you were living your life in accordance with your authentic self, what would your life look like now? And in what ways is that similar to and different from the way your life looks now? So I just wanted to encourage you guys to kind of ponder these questions and just think about what I said here, and what the book says. Also I added a couple things I said in there, but mostly it was the book. So I hope that this blessed somebody and really helps you guys and encourages you guys to be your authentic self and speak up. Your opinions matter. You matter. Your authentic self matters. I love you guys. Bye. I love you. Mwah. Big hugs.